Hello once again and welcome to economics class. Today we continue on our study on the theory of supply. Specifically, we're looking at the elasticity of supply in this episode. And of course, it is important for you to know that these tutorials, these lessons, they're all free and they're brought to you by the O3 Schools JAMB CBT Practice app. If you have made a conscious decision that you will never write JAMB again in your life, then you need the O3 School JAMB app on your device, either for your laptop or for your phone. We'll talk about the app in a moment, but let us see a JAMB pass question from the O3 Schools app. It's a 2021 question number 3. We use the question search feature on the app to search for questions on elasticity of supply, and we got some. 2021 number 3 is being shown on your screen. It said a supply curve. If supply curve is horizontal, the price elasticity of supply is A says 0, B says infinite, C says greater than 0 but less than 1, D says greater than 1 but less than infinity. Okay, so if you don't know, you don't know. So let us go to the class. Let us learn, and then we'll be back to answer these questions and many more from the application. So please ensure you download the application. The app has all you need to succeed, has all the past questions you need for your exam. Okay, so you don't need to go and buy past question outside. Has a classroom feature with lecture notes and the JAMB syllabus. The lecture notes are structured according to the JAMB syllabus. It's a question search feature that enables you to search for questions according to topics. And there's also a mock challenge that will conduct for all students, not just you, all students that are writing JAMB for this year. Okay, you come to the application every Saturday morning by 10 a.m. and then you compete with each other to win amazing prizes. Apart from winning amazing prizes, you get used to JAMB past questions, you get used to JAMB likely exam questions, you familiarize yourself with how JAMB sets questions, and you see your score released every Saturday, thereby boosting your confidence, and then it will make you to be able to track your preparation progress. So please ensure you download the app. Activation is less than the price of rice and chicken in a good restaurant. Do not be stingy to yourself. This is your future. Ensure you get the application and ensure you get started immediately. So let us go to the board and talk about elasticity of supply. Okay, so what is elasticity of supply? So all the while we talk about supply, we define supply, we discover the law of supply, we talk about supply function. Okay, all the while we have not talked about the magnitude of change. We said the law of supply says that the higher the price of commodity, the higher the quantity supplied. All right, so we've not talked about how high the price is, how high the quantity supplied was. Okay, we did not attach any value to them. Okay, but we only just stated those terms. But in this class, elasticity of supply will enable us to know the degree of responsiveness or that change in price and the quantity that is supplied. Okay, so what is the elasticity of supply? Before we talk about it, if you have not liked this video, what you are doing is pure wickedness. All right, so please ensure you like the video so that other students can easily see the video. The more you like, the more they will see it and they will learn. The lectures are completely free. I heard someone is selling our videos for 10,000 naira. Please do not fall for them. All right, our videos are completely free. Okay, so please ensure that you are on the lookout for people who want to take advantage of you. Okay, the only thing you pay for is the application activation. All right, so please ensure you take note of that. So please ensure you share the video, also share so that other students can easily see it. Also, people in your class group, people on your wall, just share so that they can easily access these videos. Okay, so let us go to elasticity of supply. We say elasticity of supply can be defined as the degree, okay, of responsiveness of quantity supplied towards the change in price of a commodity. Okay, so we're actually talking about the degree of responsiveness of the quantity supplied towards the change in price. The degree, you want to know the value, you want to know the degree. Okay, if the quantity supply increased from so and so to so and so, what is the value? If it increased from 2 to 3, what is the value? If the price increased from 1 naira to 2 naira, okay, we want to know, attach values to it. Okay, that is the elasticity of supply. It tells us the magnitude of the degree of responsiveness of change of quantity supply towards the change in price of a commodity. So now we have 5 types of elasticity of supply we'll quickly look at. The first one is fairly or relatively elastic supply. Fairly or relatively elastic supply. Very easy to understand. It says here that this is when a given percentage change in price results in a greater percentage change in quantity supplied. What does this mean? It means that the percentage change, okay, I'm representing change with what? This data, okay? So percentage change in what? In quantity supply is greater than the percentage change in what? In price of the commodity. Okay, so take note of what? Of that. So that is what? Fairly or relatively elastic what? Supply. When a given percentage change in price results in a greater percentage change in quantity supply. And what? The coefficient of elasticity of supply for what? Fairly or relatively elastic supply is what? Is always greater than 1. Is always greater than 1 for fairly or relatively what? Elastic what? Supply. Okay, so this is what we mean. Let us take a more closely look at it. Okay, fairly or relatively elastic supply. All right, so we say when percentage change in price results in a greater percentage change in quantity supply. Okay, let's say we have 10% change in price, and then we now have 30% change in quantity supply. Okay, as you can see, the percentage change in quantity supply is greater than the percentage change in price. Okay, so this is what fairly or relatively or elastic supply talks about. And we'll say that what? That the coefficient of what? Elasticity of supply for fairly or relatively elastic supply is what? Is greater than what? Greater than 1. And what type of goods show this kind of elasticity? Of course, luxury goods. Okay, luxury goods. Okay, so if the price of luxury goods was increase, okay, people will even produce more. So the percentage change in quantity supply will even increase because people will always buy them. Okay, luxury cars, jewelries also. Those are what? Commodities that fall into fairly or relatively elastic what? Supply. Okay, let us see the graph. Okay, a small percentage change in price leading to a greater percentage change in quantity supply. So if we have what? Our supply curve like this, here is price, here is quantity what? Supply. Okay, we have, let's say when price was what? P1, quantity supply was what? Q1. But when price was what? Was P2, this is the change. Here is the change in what? In price. That is what? Change in price. This is the change in price. Okay, the percentage change in quantity demand supply rather is far greater than the percentage change in what? In price. Okay, at P2 now, let's say we have something like this. Q2, you can see this change here is far greater than what? Than this change here. Okay, so can I have what? Our graph like this? All right, so this is how it will look like. This is what the supply curve for what? For fairly or relatively what? Elastic supply. Let us go to the second one, which is fairly or relatively inelastic. Okay, supply. Fairly or relatively inelastic what? Supply. And what does this one talk about? All right, so if you want what? The app activation, send a message to this number on WhatsApp. If you want to download the app on your laptop, send a message to this number on WhatsApp. Okay, you can easily reach us on WhatsApp on this number. Okay, so now let us go. Fairly or relatively inelastic supply. We said this is when a given percentage change in price leads to a lesser percentage change in quantity supply. Okay, what I was saying here, that the percentage change in quantity supply is lesser than the percentage change in price, meaning that the percentage change in price is greater than the percentage change in quantity supply. And for fairly or relatively inelastic supply, the coefficient of elasticity of supply here is what? Is less than 1. It's less than 1 for fairly or what? Relatively inelastic supply. Okay, so now let us see. Since this is when a given percentage change in price is greater than percentage change in quantity supply, it means that, for example, 10% change in price is leading to a lesser percentage change in quantity supply to 5% change in what? In quantity was supplied. Okay, so this is what it means. All right, okay, so if you want to see the graph, we have seen here the coefficient of elasticity of supply less than 1. ES is what? Is less than what? Is less than 1. An example of what? Of commodities that fall into this is the short run. A very good example is the short run of what? Short run supply of medical doctors. Short run supply of medical doctors. Okay, so now if they come and say they want to increase the salary of what? Of doctors from 500,000 to 1 million, and they need a lot of doctors. Okay, is it possible that the next day, okay, they will see 2 million doctors? Okay, it's not possible. Okay, because Before you can graduate from the university as a doctor, you must have spent at least 7 years. So it's not something that you can the change in price can immediately respond to what? To increase in the quantity of supply. You understand? So that's what to talk about was fairly or relative or inelastic. Okay, this is when a given percentage change in price leads to a lesser percentage change in quantity of supply. Okay, the percentage change in price cannot respond. Okay, there's no responsiveness, okay, of the percentage change in what? In price with what? With the quantity was supply. Okay, because as the price went up, there's supposed to be supply of what? Of doctors, but it's not possible. So that's what an example. Now let us we have seen the graph, right? Okay, let us see the graph of what? Of fairly or relatively inelastic supply. Okay, so for that, since percentage change in price is greater, okay, so we're going to have something like this. So just understand the graph very easy. Yes, price. Yes, now is what? Quantity was supply. So if when price of P1, okay, this was quantity was supply. Okay, percentage change in price is greater. Okay, when price of what was P2, okay, percentage change in what? In quantity supplied was what? Q2. You can see the change. Okay, is what is smaller than what? Than that of what? Of change in price. Okay, this one is changing what? In quantity supplied. This one is changing what? In price. Okay, so let me draw this backward a bit so that I can join this line together. Okay, so the graph is a little bit more steep. It's steeper than what? Than the initial one what we looked at. Let us go to the third one, which is units or unitary elastic supply. Okay, unit or unitary elastic supply. And for unit or unitary elastic supply, we say that the percentage change in price, okay, this is when the percentage change in price is equal to the percentage change in what? In quantity supply, such as the what? The coefficient of elasticity of supply is equals to 1. Okay, that is what the unitary, okay, or what? Unit elastic what? Supply. Unit or unitary elastic supply. Percentage change in quantity, percentage change in price leads to equal percentage change in quantity supply. Okay, so the graph will look like this. All right, so when price was what? Was P1, okay, quantity supply was Q1. When price was what? Was P2, quantity supply was what? Was Q2. You can see the change is almost what the same. Okay, it's equal. Okay, so this is what how the graph looks like. Yes, price. Yes, what? Quantity supply. Please take note of that. Now for unitary, okay, for unitary, okay, let us see. We have talked about equal, okay, equal percentage change in price and what? And quantity was supplied, and we said that coefficient of what? Of elasticity of supply is equals to what? Okay, it's equals to what? 1. Okay, they are what? They are equal. It's equals to what? 1. All right. So what type of goods? For what type of commodities fall into unit or unitary what? Elastic supply. Okay, like in our modern world, there are some things we cannot do without. Okay, like your phones, okay, like your laptops, like your cameras, like your headphones or earpiece. Okay, all right, all these, your camera. Okay, I've talked about camera. Okay, your television. All these ones are all examples of what? Of unit or unitary what? Elastic supply. Okay, irrespective of what? The price change, people will buy. Okay, so when the price change will equal, people, so they'll keep on supplying. Okay, and people will keep on buying, whether the price changes or not, it will be equal. People will buy as much as they are producing. So now let us go to the fourth one, which is perfectly or infinitely elastic supply. For this perfectly or infinitely elastic supply, it is actually examples of commodity that fall into this. It's actually unrealistic, but let's look at it first before we talk about that. All right, let's look at this first before we talk about it. Now, for perfectly or infinitely elastic supply, we say this is when producers are willing, they are able to supply all that they can at a fixed price. Okay, but if the price changes slightly, they will supply no more. They no go one supply again. Okay, supply will drastically was reduced. Okay, that's what it means. All right. So for perfectly or infinitely elastic supply, like I said, it's actually unrealistic. But I'll make an example for you. Let's say you are a producer of egg roll. You make egg roll to sell in the primary school, okay? And then after you have made your egg roll, you added all the flour, the egg, and everything, and then you added your time. You understand? It's actually the time you are paying people you are using to make your money, okay? That's why we say time is a very scarce resource. So you now added everything and say one egg roll is 500 naira. All right. So as much as people are willing to buy your egg roll for 500 naira, you are willing and able to supply them. Abi? Yes, you'll be supplying them. If the price increases, okay, you will supply infinite. You can't be making because you are making what more money. But if the price drops below 500 naira, okay, will you be able to supply? No. Let's assume that egg roll is not something that gets spoiled. Okay, you will not supply again. All right, you prefer to keep your egg roll until maybe the price what becomes what better. All right, it's as simple as ABC. So that's like a simple illustration of perfectly or infinitely what elastic was supply. Okay, this is when producers are willing and able to supply all that they can at a fixed price. But if the price changes, they will supply no more. And the coefficient of elasticity of supply for this one, okay, ES is what? Is infinite. Okay, it's infinite. Okay, infinite. All right, it's infinite. Take note of that. And the supply curve for perfectly or infinitely elastic supply is parallel to the quantity axis. Okay, this is how the curve looks like. Here is your price. Here is your quantity supply. Okay, so here's your P now. It's parallel to the what? To the quantity axis. Okay, it's parallel to the quantity axis. Okay, so at this point, okay, maybe Q1, Q2, Q3, Qn. All right, so it continues like that. So this is what the supply curve for what? Perfectly or infinitely what? Elastic supply. Then likewise, let us now look at the fifth one, which is what? The perfectly inelastic or zero what? Elastic. You want to call zero elastic. This one, the coefficient of elasticity of supply is zero. The coefficient of elasticity of supply is zero for perfectly inelastic or zero elastic supply. I will say this is when changes in the price of a producer's product does not affect the quantity supply. Producer will keep on supplying, okay, because they are essential. There are things we cannot do without. Okay, examples of these are prescription drugs, prescription drugs. Okay, these are examples of what? Of a perfectly or inelastic or zero elastic or supply. And here the coefficient of elasticity of supply, ES, is equal to what? It's equal to zero. That's why it's also called zero elastic. All right. This is when changes in the price, whether they increase price or they drop price, or people will keep on getting them, and the suppliers will keep on producing. The producer will keep on producing. All right. It does not affect the quantity that is what? That is supply. Okay. Elasticity of supply here is equal to what? Zero. The supply curve for perfectly inelastic or zero elastic supply is parallel to the what? To the price axis, or perpendicular to the what? To the quantity axis. So this is the what? The supply curve. Here's your price. Here's your quantity supplied. Okay, it's parallel, right? So this is your P. It's parallel to the what? To the quantity axis. Okay, this is what the supply curve. Okay, for perfectly inelastic or zero elastic was supply. Okay, and examples of this, I've mentioned prescription drugs, even perishable foods. Okay, perishable foods. The other one is what? Tobacco products. Tobacco products. All these are examples of what? Of perfectly inelastic or zero elastic was supply. So now we'll go to the O3 School JAMB app. So please ensure you get the application, download it from Play Store, start practicing immediately. You do not have time. Time is not something you have the luxury of. 2021 number 3 that we saw, they said if supply curve is horizontal, okay, horizontal, okay, that is what? Perfectly what? Elastic, okay, perfectly elastic. If supply curve is horizontal, the price elasticity, that horizontal, that is this one now, that's what? That the price is quantity supply, okay, yes, price, okay, that the supply curve is horizontal. This is horizontal, this one is vertical, this one is horizontal. Okay, that the what? That the supply curve is what? Is parallel to the quantity axis. That's so perfectly what? Elastic was supply. Okay, so the correct answer there, what is the coefficient of what? Of elasticity of supply for perfectly elastic supply? Obviously, ES is what? Okay, ES is what? Is infinite. infinite. I wrote that down. So A says 0, B says infinite, C says greater than 0 but less than 1, D says greater than 1 but less than infinity. Correct answer is what? Is option B. Let us see 2016 number 1. I'll give you an assignment, please. Ensure you comment the answer in the comment section. All right. They say if the supply of a product is elastic, if it is elastic, a small reduction in price, okay, you already know that what is elastic. Now, a small reduction in price will A says increase the quantity supplied. No, it will not increase the quantity supply. Okay, since it's already what elastic. B say it will reduce the quantity supply. It will reduce heat. It will what? It will reduce the quantity supply. All right. They will not what suppliers or producers will not want to what supply more. Okay, just like what we just talk about just now. Okay, for perfectly what elastic supply. That is what elastic supply. All right. So producers are willing and able to produce so long what the price. Okay, you are meeting what their price, their price cap. Okay, but anything that made the price to drop below that, they will reduce what quantity supply. Okay, or they will not even supply again. So correct answer is what? B, reduce the quantity supply. C says reduce the cost of production. No, this is lead to no change in the quantity supply. There's a change. Okay, if reduce, there's a change. Correct answer is what? Option B. Let's look at 2009 number 12 now. 2009 number 12. It says the short-run supply curve for medical doctors is more likely to I already told you about that. Okay, as an example, under what? Fairly inelastic. A says perfectly elastic. C says perfectly inelastic. C says fairly inelastic. D say fairly elastic. So correct answer is option C, fairly inelastic. Please ensure you go and take this note, read them over again, answer questions under them from this application to build your confidence. You will enjoy reading once you can answer questions. After you have read and then answer questions, you are true questions become very sweet for you. All right. So I'll give you an assignment now. Go to the app, take this 2022 number 11 as an assignment, then take 2013 number 16 as an assignment. Okay. So you can use the question search feature, search for elasticity of supply, then search for these questions among the questions that come out and answer them. Drop your answers in the comment section. All right. So my name is Master T. I am the Grand Commander of this army. All right. I'm glad you are part of this army. You are part of this movement. Okay. You are succeeding. We are succeeding together. I will see you at the top. Please ensure you like, share, and comment. See you in the next class.